All right, good morning, AP Gov. If you have not gone into Canvas to see the announcement that includes me singing Post Malone, you need to do that because that's going to include this review sheet here, which is everything you need to know. So there's 3 videos there where the guy sums up units 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to make videos doing the same thing. I hope you find his videos useful. I think he does a really good job summing this stuff up. Usually I don't kind of trust people to sum up some of this AP Gov stuff because I feel like some people can be particularly extra and just get into some terms you don't need to know. But I think he's kind of hitting the target there with a lot of this stuff. Okay, so there's this sheet there that's attached to that announcement. All right, so AP Government, everything you need to know, COVID-19 edition. Here's everything Unit 1. All right. Now I know you're looking at this and you're looking at all these terms and thinking like, man, this is a whole lot. But, you got to remember like some of the stuff you can sum up in really easy. Like bicameral just means 2 houses. Advice and consent. That's just the Senate's confirmation power. They confirm treaties. They confirm the appointments. That's all that advice and consent means. All right. College Board may just use that language, advice and consent, and I'm just saying, know that advice and consent is that Senate confirmation power. I have some things here with 2 stars. These are things that could possibly show up. I have 2 stars next to them because I'm saying I seriously doubt they show up, but it's possible. So I will get into this stuff as we get closer to the exam, like the No Child Left Behind Act. Privileges and Immunities Clause, probably not. I'm probably just going to kill that altogether. Red tape, like we got into red tape. The Hatch Act, we got into that as well. I doubt it shows up, but especially this being FRQ. But I'm leaving it there just because this is stuff I would teach in units 1, 2, and 3. Here's how I would use this sheet that I gave you guys. I would have written out. I wouldn't have it on a device. I would have it written out where I've got a sentence next to each one of these. So between now and May 11th, right, you got like, 3.5 weeks? I would start working through just getting a sentence next to each one of these. All right, so advice and consent, sentence confirmation power, right? Treaties, appointments. For the treaties, it's 2/3. For the appointments, it's a simple majority, right? It's also a check on the other branches, okay? Anti-federalist, they're writing Brutus 1. They don't want a strong central government. They want the strong states, right? These are mainly the farmers at the time. Not much. Just get something down next to each one. That way, as these FRQs show up, you have some place you can go really quick. You're not trying to dig through a book or something like that. Again, I told you guys, you're not going to be able to, if you don't recognize the concept, you're not going to be able to teach it to yourself in 15 minutes or 25 minutes. But you can have something that at least kind of jogs your memory as this FRQ shows up, and so this could help you out, especially I think when it comes to the court cases, and especially when it comes to the required documents, right? So, use my Quizlet that I've provided. It's in announcements. It's one of those early announcements way back in March. Declaration of Independence. What do I have? Write that down next to here. Articles of Confederation. What are those weaknesses? The Constitution, that's going to be really kind of tough. I'll do a video on the Constitution, what I think you need to know. But you could at least say, okay, Article 1, that's going to be Congress, that's going to be reapportionment, that's going to be the express powers of Congress, right? Article 2, the President, the express powers of the President, Electoral College. Article 3, the Supreme Court. All right. Some of these you can sum up pretty in 1 or 2 sentences. The fact Fed 78. It's like we need an independent judiciary. We need judges to serve life terms because we want them insulated from public opinion, right? Really pretty simple. We have gotten through most of this. I got to get into civil rights. I'm going to finish this all up this week. I got to touch a couple things in civil liberties. But other than that, we're really pretty much there. So all this, here we have done, including all of this, most of this, all right? And then most of the court cases as well. All we have left is really Gideon versus Wainwright, Brown versus Board of Education, Roe v. Wade, and then we got to get into a letter from a Birmingham jail. this week as well. All right, so I will have all of this up this week. I'll have me discussing all of these concepts this week. So then we're pretty much done. All right. Important amendments to know. Again, the Bill of Rights, I would have those each summed up in like a sentence. And then, 13 through 17, I've got 19, 22, 24, 25, 26. Those are ones you kind of need to know. All right. So again, here you go. This is everything you need to know for this thing that's dropping May 11th. Use this document as I just mentioned, where you just kind of summon up these things really simply. And now that you've got someplace you can go in case you need some quick facts as you write your FRQs. All right.